Time shared on the water with friends and family can create memories that last a lifetime. Whether you're in the captain's seat or riding behind the boat, these experiences can open new doors that will help you make the most out of every summer. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Carro. Together, we're going to walk you through the basics of towed water sports to help you unlock a new level of confidence, so you can make the most of every minute on the water and go boldly into each adventure that comes your way. Wakesurfing is a great activity to enjoy with friends and family, and a great way to replicate surfing on the ocean for those who don't have access.
Getting up on a wake surfboard is very similar to getting up on a wakeboard, other than the main obvious difference, not having bindings. That's why when possible, we suggest learning to get up on a wakeboard first.
Now be sure to wear a Coast Guard approved life jacket of the proper size. Also make sure it's the correct type for tow sports. This information is usually printed on the inside of the vest. Wearing a proper life jacket will help you concentrate on enjoying your time on the water instead of worrying about staying afloat.
Having a proper rope is also very important for your safety, so be sure to use a wakesurf specific rope.
I suggest attaching your rope at the longest setting, using either the center tower mount or surf-specific tie-off points on the side of your tower.
Once you're in the water, place the board in front of you in between you and the boat, with the nose of the board pointed toward whichever side you've chosen to ride.
If you're left foot forward, also known as regular like me, you'll want to point it to the left, which is the port side of the boat. If you're right foot forward, also known as goofy like Dylan, you'll want to point it to the right, which is referred to as starboard side. To remember port and starboard, here's a trick I like to use. Port and left both have 4 letters.
If you're not sure which foot forward you are, an easy way to find out is to have a friend give you a nudge on the back. Whichever foot you naturally step forward with is most likely the foot you should have in front.
Foot placement is very important, so let's get that dialed in. While floating on your back, place your feet on the board, being sure to keep them close on the heel side edge, which is the side that's closest to you. Keep your toes pointed straight up in the sky. This will allow the board to float up against the bottom of your feet when the boat begins to move.
Now that you're comfortable in the water and have your feet in position, go ahead and let the driver know you're ready. Good communication with the driver is crucial at this point, and your spotter will definitely come in handy.
When the driver puts the boat in gear and you can feel the pull, press your heels straight down while keeping your knees bent and your arms straight. This should press the board up against the bottom of both your feet. If you or the driver hesitates at this point, it will only make it more difficult. That doesn't mean the driver needs to be overly aggressive, but the quicker they get on the throttle, the easier it will be.
Now that the boat is underway, you're going to want to edge out to the side you've chosen. If you hesitate, it could make for a bumpy ride in the middle of the rooster tail. So, if you're looking for a smooth ride, get out to the side you've chosen as quickly as possible.
If you're having trouble getting up, there's a good chance you're straightening your legs or using your arms to pull yourself up. This isn't a tug-of-war. Let the boat do the pulling. The easiest way to remember proper technique is to imagine you're sitting on the ground and your friend reaches down to give you a hand up. Standing would be way more strenuous if you straighten your legs too early.
Once you're up and riding, I know you want to drop the rope and surf, but let's take it slow and learn how to ride the board first. Spend some time slowly turning back and forth, staying away from the wave for the first little bit. If it's more comfortable, feel free to let go with one hand, leaving only your lead hand on the handle.
After you feel comfortable riding the board, start working your way over to the wave with a rope in hand. As you move around, remember your front foot is going to act as a gas pedal and your back foot will act as a brake.
The main goal as a beginner wake surfer is to remain in the sweet spot for as long as possible. This is the clean section of the wave with the least amount of white water.
Once you get in the sweet spot, you'll feel the wave pushing you toward the boat, which is a good thing. But if you feel like you're getting pushed too close to the boat, apply some pressure with your back foot, which acts as a brake to slow you down. And if you feel like you're losing push and moving away from the boat, apply pressure on your front foot, which acts as your gas pedal to get you back to the sweet spot.
Once you're able to remain in the sweet spot without relying on the rope, toss the handle to the other side of the wake. This will ensure the rope stays out of your way. If you're able to surf for as long as you please, we suggest you start exploring the wave, moving side to side and front to back. This is a great way to add some variety to your session and will also help accelerate your progression in the future.
Getting up on a wake surfboard can be a bit tricky. If you don't get up during your first few attempts, don't be discouraged. If you get tired, take a little breather and come back to it later on. Everyone learns at a different pace, but if you stick with it, we promise the juice will be worth the squeeze. Thanks for watching this episode of Boating Basics. We hope you found these tips helpful and that your next wake surf experience is a success.